and watch it, okay? So first of all, I just want to read one of the letters that I get. I get so many letters and reviews from clients telling me how the GInaCurl has changed their life. And I wanted to start off reading this one letter that I received. I pray that you stylists out there will get letters like that. Well, you're going to get letters like this. You're going to get amazing reviews, because once you start doing the GInaCurl, you are going to make so many people happy in your area that you are going to please a lot of people. So here goes. Remember, this is a letter I'm reading to you. I received it today, a matter of fact. Okay. First of all, I want to read, First of all, I want to read the letter. Yeah, we already said that. Okay. All I have to say is I love, love, love my GInaCurl and everyone at Here's Talent. I'm 47 years old and I've had chemical. Oh my God, I can't even read. I can't remember. I can't read. Oh, shoot. Okay, let me start over again. All I have to say is I love, love, love my GInaCurl and everyone at Here's Talent. I'm 47 years old and I've had every chemical there is, from a relaxer beginning at the age 5. Yes, child abuse, I know. To a GInaCurl, California curl, and then back to a relaxer. In my 20s and 30s, I was getting a super relaxer every 4 weeks, most of which I did myself. There were many a day that I had scalp burns, scabs on my scalp, my hair never grew past my shoulders, and I almost always had split ends, and also remember how weak my hair was at the line of demarcation when it was time for a touch-up. I have not experienced any of this with the GInaCurl. My hair has never been as healthy as it is with my GInaCurl, and it's on the verge of being longer and longer than it ever has been. Thank you again. You guys are amazing. So guys, I spent years perfecting this technique, years. A lot of sacrifice, a lot of passion and love. And I just spent years perfecting the technique, perfecting the chemical that I use, and perfecting it to, high quality product and also healthy product for my clients. Now let's be honest. Yes, does a GInaCurl have the same component as all the rest? Well, of course it does. It's a thio-based curly perm. Okay, it's a thio-based curly reformer. Okay, so it does have one component, and that's thio. It's a thio-based perm, just like a traditional curly perm that I would use in my hair, just like the old GInaCurl, Carefree, Wave Nouveau, all the others. But it also has tons of other components that make it super, super healthy for your hair. The shine is amazing. The technique is totally different. And you just can't compare other than the thio base. So is it, again, should I repeat myself? Is it like the rest? Yes, only because it shares that thio base chemical formula that's in there. But does ketchup and barbecue sauce share a component? Yes, tomato. But do they both do different things? Do they both serve in a different way? Yes, they do. Okay, ketchup is ketchup. Barbecue sauce is barbecue sauce. But they share one component, and that's tomato. Well, it's the same thing. Okay. Again, I've spent years perfecting the right chemical. Believe me, I thank my distributor every day because I have changed it and changed the formula and changed the products that I use. My neutralizer is totally different than Carefree, Wave Nouveau, traditional neutralizers. So it is also another component that is different, okay? But with the GInaCurl, you can't substitute any products that's in my GInaCurl kit. You have to use each and every product that's in there. So you stylists out there, you need to understand that it's not just like a box of product that you're going to go and buy at the neighborhood store, because each product works at a different rate and a different time during the process. So, but you need every single product to end up with a successful GInaCurl. I'm going off track. I'm going to look at my notes and come back. Okay. So again, without seeing the process in action, that may be tempting. That can be tempting you to lump the GInaCurl in with all the other curls out there. But again, it's not like the other curls. Is it a curly perm? Yes. Is it a thioid-based perm? Yes. But there are many, many components that make it different, and the technique. Guys, you do know already that the GInaCurl is a globally requested curly hair service, unlike any other, like we just talked about. That means that clients travel in from all over the world to come to Here's Talent in Connecticut. Yes, East Haven, Connecticut. We have clients traveling in from New Zealand, Dubai, South Africa, from all over the world coming to Here's Talent right here in East Haven. But I want you as stylists to service the GInaCurl and the straight variation to all those clients that can't come to Connecticut, that can't travel into Connecticut. I want to share my knowledge with you so that you could be that stylist. And remember, guys, you don't have to be an expert at tight coiled hair, even if you never worked on tight coiled hair before, because you are going to learn from A to Z how to work with tight coiled hair, how to shampoo, condition, comb through, how you're going to section the hair, what products you're going to use, how you're going to customize everything in the GInaCurl when you're doing a GInaCurl or a straight variation. So you don't need to know anything. Actually, I kind of like a newbie coming along, because I don't have to undo what they already know. Somebody who's been shampooing for a long time, really thick tight coiled hair, probably say, well, I know how to shampoo. I don't have to watch that. Yes, you do. Because every step, we have 40 videos in our GInaCurl course. Yes, it's a 6-week course. Isn't that amazing? So you're going to get tons and tons of education with my course. The GInaCurl, learning the GInaCurl, will help your business. It'll grow. Thousands of clients that have been emailing me will be coming to your salon. I have a list that we hand out to our, well, we don't hand out to our stylists, but your name and information's on our website, so those clients can go to our website and find you, okay? So from now until March 29th, the cart is open for only 2 weeks. And the reason for that is because it is a 6-week course. We like to drip out the course for everybody at the same time, so that if there's questions and answers after each week, everybody can get involved and be all on the same track. So that's why we do that. We only have the cart open for 2 weeks. We have early bird specials. So if you purchase a course that first week, there's some great there's some great incentives, that's the word, to you. It's great incentives for you to purchase a course during that first week. So silence can sign up. And so where you can sign up is learn.theginaCurl.com. After March 29th, we'll be closing the doors. Like I said, that means that you can't purchase a GInaCurl course after March 29th. Okay, if you pay in full, you'll receive extra bonuses. I'll talk about that. A payment plan is also available. You'll hear about that. With people all over the globe asking for the GInaCurl, you'll be able to begin servicing your clients immediately after learning the GInaCurl. So head over to learn.theginaCurl.com and start your GInaCurl journey today. I guess I'm not very good at marketing myself, but I'm reading it. So at least you're getting the information that you need. I'm just so excited and thrilled during my first launch, and I know that the next 2 weeks are going to be successful as well. So what's included in your course price? Approximately 40 online, go at your own pace lessons on how to book, service clients, as well as step-by-step GInaCurl technique and how to use the GInaCurl products. For early birds who purchase a course, like I said, between March 15th and March 21st, you will get a full GInaCurl product package. After you complete the course, you'll get that package. And this package is going to allow you to service up to 6 to 8 GInaCurls or straight variation clients. So that is going to be free if you purchase the course within this week, okay? Additionally, you will get 25% off your first order of GInaCurl products and Therapy Spa products. So Therapy Spa products are products that we use after the GInaCurl. Also, guys, so for less early birds who purchased a course between March 22nd and March 29th, you'll get 25% off your first order of GInaCurl products or Therapy Spa products. And that, again, is after you complete the course. We also have a GInaCurl community, like I talked about before, where you can join and after you complete the course, which will allow you to meet other certified stylists and share some of your knowledge. You might be able to share some knowledge with us, show your pictures, ask some questions. The community is awesome. I am just so excited about the community. Believe me, it's been fun. And also, you're going to receive, well, you're not going to receive it, but you're going to be able to do in-salon shadowing with me and my team at Harris Talent in Connecticut. Of course, we need dates beforehand. I just don't want you to show up. But anyone who completes my course is able to come into Harris Talent and shadow us and get hands-on education as we work. So you can really see how we dance on the floor, because that's what we do. We dance on the floor. It's amazing. I have a team of, there's 3 other stylists beside myself, and sometimes we do 6 to 7 GInaCurls in a day. So it's kind of fun watching us, and you'll learn a whole lot with hands-on. And stylists, I see clients are tagging you and asking if your salon will be servicing the GInaCurl. So just going on my Instagram page, you're going to see how clients are tagging you. Well, you're getting the notifications, but clients want you to learn how to do the GInaCurl. And I know there's a lot of buzz out there. People that are saying that the GInaCurl is like the others. It's nothing like the other. It takes me 6 to 8 hours to do a GInaCurl client. The products, the capes, we go through like 4 or 5 capes on one client in a day. I mean, the list goes on. You only come back twice a year. Some clients come back once every year. And short hair clients, they like to come between 4 and 5 months. But of course their price is a little bit cheaper because their hair is shorter. Okay. So let me get back on track. I mentioned about that. Also, I wanted to talk to clients out there. Remember, clients, if you refer a stylist to us who completes the course, who purchases in full, you'll receive $100 for every stylist that you refer to us. Just go to GInaCurl.me/refer, and you can read up how you can receive that $100. And stylists, again, learn.theginaCurl.com, and that's where you can go over and purchase the course. Also, guys, make sure that you go to YouTube, because there's a whole lot of information on my YouTube channel. I have tons of videos that you can watch. And also, I have oh my God, my clients are amazing. I have so many clients that are doing YouTube videos and just sharing their GInaCurl with you, sharing their straight variation with you. I mean, we didn't talk about this. They just did this on their own. They're just so thrilled to do GInaCurl. They just want to share it with you guys. So I really appreciate you guys. And thank you so much for sharing the GInaCurl with everyone. And letting them see really how different, it truly is, okay? You can go to Instagram, you can go to Facebook, and don't forget to go to our website because there's questions and answers on our website. So if you have any questions and answers, you can go to the website and find out your answers, or you can email us at Gina at here'stalent.com. And remember, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, they're all under Here's Talent, HAIRSTALENT. I think, let's see, why does it take so long? Okay. What was that? I watched a video of Wave Nouveau getting done, and she was done in 2 hours. Well, there you go. It's different than a Wave Nouveau, okay? Processing time, well, application time can usually take up to an hour. I'm sorry, I keep looking down. Application time could usually take up to an hour. By the time, well, first of all, let's start off. My shampoos take from about a half hour long, our shampoos and our conditioning treatment before we even begin, okay? And that's bringing the client over. Now we have to comb through her hair. Hair is wet. We can't put a leave-in conditioner in her hair, so we're combing through her hair, taking our time with it. And then we start sectioning the hair, and then we apply the curl reformer. It can take up to an hour to an hour and a half for the hair to process with the curl reformer. Okay. And even before that, we do online consultations. We go back and forth. Sometimes we do 6, 7, 10, 12 emails back and forth with clients because clients are afraid to make this change. It's a big change. They've been natural for years and years. I have some clients that have never had chemical in their hair. And I've been in this business for over 40 years, and I'm amazed that this new generation, nobody's had chemical in their hair. So remember, I want the client to feel comfortable. I want them to know what they're getting into. I want them to feel comfortable. And if they're not, and you'll see one of the videos I have of Nia years and years ago. We end up sitting and talking for a whole day because she was so afraid to get the GInaCurl and to switch over to a chemical. So there's a lot involved, okay? So, let's go back. So you're shampooing, you're conditioning, you're combing through, you're sectioning, you're applying your curl cream reformer. It could take up to an hour and a half. Now you have to rinse. I am crazy about rinse. So you want to make sure that you get all that chemical out of the hair. And then we're going to condition the hair again. And then we're going to comb through it again. And then we're going to do our winding. And then the client goes under the dryer. So depending on how long her hair is, that's going to, depend on how long she's going to be under the dryer. That's why I say between 6 and 8 hours. So the longer the hair, the longer under the dryer. And that's when we order lunch and everybody has fun sitting around eating and chatting. After the dryer, the client comes out of the dryer, and that's when we neutralize their hair. So again, that's another half hour to 45 minutes. This takes time. We do not do other clients in between. So we're not jumping from chair to chair. There's 4 stylists, and we're always busy working on the clients. So it's not like you come in and I'm the only one doing your hair. That's not how we work here at Here's Talent. And it works. And clients are amazed at how well it works. Like I said, we dance on that floor, and I have a great staff. But that's why it takes so long. It's so different than a Wave Nouveau or a Carefree Curl. Believe me, guys. I just wish that stylists were more open-minded to, research and do their own research and take it upon themselves to really look at what the GInaCurl is all about. Back in the day when the keratin came around and the Brazilian straightening came around, years before, we had a client come into the salon, and she's like, look at my hair. I had it done in Brazil. Oh my God, it's amazing. And they're using embalming fluid on my hair. And look at the shine. And her hair was gorgeous. And then all of a sudden, the American companies got wind of it, and they started formulating the Brazilian and the keratin. Well, you know what? The sales reps were coming in trying to sell this technique to me. And I wasn't going to have it because I knew what was going to happen. And so I did my own research. I didn't go on the internet and read what someone else has to say. I did my own research. I went in and I took classes. Even though I knew I wasn't going to do it, I still wanted to go and watch and see what they were doing. So You stylists out there, please do your research. Go on my YouTube channel, watch my clients, and read up and watch the testimonies that my clients on YouTube, and come up with your own decision as to whether or not you want to service a GInaCurl in your salon. Okay. Okay. Let me see. Any more questions? Is both curls, but after care seems to be different. It's both curls, but after care seems to be different. Would that be why girls lose their hair? Okay, so I think what you're saying, and I don't want to spend too much time going back. Why does it take so long? Okay, so yeah, with Wave Nouveau, with the other curls out there, I mean, I'm sure there are tons of salons that know exactly how to work. Everybody has their specialty, right? I don't do weave. There's a lot of things that I don't do because I don't specialize it. And in our business, if you have a menu that you're doing every single thing that's out there, I'd rather go to somebody that kind of specializes in certain areas. I'm not a colorist. I've never done a highlight. Never. I mean, that's crazy, right? But I've never done a highlight. But let's compare. So the other curls, they usually do them every 6 weeks to 3 months. They're doing retouches. With the GInaCurl, we stretch it. With the other curls, just like a traditional curl that I would put in my hair, we're putting we're putting the chemical right on the perm rod. So that means there is no way to isolate those ends when you come back for a retouch. So the ends are being compromised each time you go back for a retouch. Okay, because you're putting the chemical on the perm rod. We do not do that with the GInaCurl. Your first Jerry Curl, Wave Nouveau, Carefree, S Curl, California Curl comes out absolutely beautiful. But again, the second, third, fourth, I mean, depending if you go to a specialist, like I said, I mean, I'm not saying everybody, has problems with those techniques, but my technique is different. And so my clients, their hair is just growing and growing and growing healthy and growing long. We had a client the other day that came in. She hasn't been to us in 2 years. She still had GInaCurl on her ends, which amazes me. So does the curl system have a good smell to it? Or is it strong like the others? All right, Billy. So, I've never had a complaint. Well, maybe my neighbors downstairs, but they moved in after us, okay? So they knew they were moving downstairs from a hair salon. Yeah, nobody complains. I mean, sometimes, really nobody complains. If they bring their younger, maybe a son or a child that comes in, maybe they kind of get a whiff and they're like, ugh. But really nobody complains. And our neutralizer really neutralizes the smell. So when you go home and you wash your hair after the 3 days after getting a GInaCurl, you won't smell the chemical smell in your hair at all, okay? Because our neutralizer really neutralizes that smell. I can remember when I got perms back in the day and how my hair stunk. It's not going to be that way with the GInaCurl. So, I wish I had more people, but I am just so happy that you guys are here with me. Thank you so much for your support and that you're here. Again, I'm launching my GInaCurl course, the GInaCurl Stylist Certification course. It started yesterday right through March 29th. The cart is only going to be open for 2 weeks, okay? Early bird stylists that purchase this week, you're going to get free products for clients for up to 6 to 8 clients. Okay, and then after that, you're getting 25% off of all your products in that first order. And then you're going to have in-salon shadowing with myself and my incredible team. And so there's tons of little bonuses that you're going to be getting. And I just would love to have you share in our community, GInaCurl community. And I'm sure all the clients that are out there waiting for a stylist in their area can't wait to meet you. So again, go to learn.theginaCurl.com to purchase the course. Go to GInaCurl.com me/refer if you want to receive that $100 rewards gift. If you refer a stylist to purchase the course. And if you have any questions, you could email us at info.theginacurl.com. Also, don't forget to go to our website. We have an incredible shop of products that we recommend. Whether it's the GInaCurl replenishing shampoo and conditioner, the therapy spa aftercare products. We even have protein shampoo and conditioner for clients that are kind of on a hair plan. So say a client calls me or emails us and sends their consultation, and we don't feel like she's a candidate, we will let them know you're not a candidate for the GInaCurl. And what we end up doing is giving them a hair plan so that we will kind of work with them and give them a hair plan and tell them what products to use and hold off maybe 4, 5, 6 months where we feel like their hair will be ready for GInaCurl. And we have tons of clients that will call and say, I've been waiting a year and I've been, watching you on YouTube and Facebook and everything, and I've done everything you told me to do and I'm ready. And then they come in and I'm so excited. Yeah. Okay. Keisha, how are you? Okay, so good question. Can you ever go back to straight hair if you get the GInaCurl? So yes, that's a great question. You can get a GInaCurl. And then we had a client the other day, actually the client that wrote that beautiful letter to me. She's had 2, maybe 3 GInaCurls. Anyways, there's pictures of her on Instagram. We ended up cutting all her relaxer off. I mean, she was like maybe 3 inches, 2 to 3 inches of hair. We did a GInaCurl. It's grown like crazy. She's had, I believe, 3 GInaCurls. And the other day she came in and decided to go with a straight variation. Now, if you go with a straight variation, it's similar to a Texlax. Again, it's not the same. There's only one. Well, there's not even the same component because a Texlax is sodium hydroxide and a GInaCurl is a thiol base. So it's not the same, but it kind of gives you that same look. You have a swollen straight look when you're done with the straight variation. Now, if you think you're never going to go back to a GInaCurl, then you could use direct heat. Okay, so we recommend that if you do not want to go back to a GInaCurl, you could use direct heat. You can do a protein treatment once a month. This is what we recommend for our straight variation clients. You could do twist outs, you could do braid outs. The great thing about doing twist outs and braid outs, when you spend all that time doing your twist out and your braid out, and then the next day it rains, the worst scenario is going to be is your hair is going to become straight. Okay, so it's not going to shrink up or anything. It's just going to come straight. With the GInaCurl, also, you could change the curl pattern and do a twist out, braid out, and have different curl patterns. And if it gets wet, the worst scenario is you're going to have your curls. But going back to straight variation, so you can do a straight variation after a GInaCurl. You could do straight variations before a GInaCurl. So if some clients will come in, they don't want to cut off the relaxer. We could do a straight variation on their roots. The relaxed hair we protect. And then when the client is ready to cut off those relaxed ends, they come in for a GInaCurl. At that time, we'll cut the relaxed ends off. And then we could do a GInaCurl on the virgin roots and the straight variation ends. Okay, so yes, you can go back to a straight variation. The only thing, okay, so maybe Keisha, let's go back to that. One thing that I have to mention: you cannot go from a GInaCurl or a straight variation to a relaxer. Okay, you cannot mix the 2 chemicals. Remember, a relaxer and a texturizer takes really, really, really quick. There's not enough time to protect those ends. Even if you have time to protect the ends with protection, in the rinsing process, it takes so fast that those ends are still going to absorb that chemical. With the GInaCurl and straight variation, remember that even in the rinsing, because it takes to an hour and a half to process, it's not going to have enough time to absorb the chemical and reprocess those ends. So there's never over processing with the GInaCurl, the straight variation. So no relaxers, no sodium hydroxide after the GInaCurl, the straight variation. Any more questions? Vern, hi. My friend. Oh, I love you. You're a great friend. You're always there to support me. I love it. Okay, any more questions? Let's see. Are you going to save this live? I missed some of the beginning. Yes, and you're going to watch me how we got kicked off of Wi-Fi. Oh my God, I don't know what's going on. And now my phone is, and here we are live. So how long have we been on, Gianna? Because we started, at 7:20?
20 minutes.
20 minutes. Wow, I feel like I'm talking for hours. Got to clip yes, that's right, Jared. Clients are so afraid, and I get it. I've been doing tight coiled hair for years. I get it. You're afraid to cut the hair, and I get it. But if you watch TT Lavish, she's one of my clients, and she has YouTube videos, and her thing is, and I love her for saying this, cutting your hair. It sounds crazy, but when you cut your hair will grow more. Now, your hair grows from your scalp. We all know that. But if you don't cut those ends off, I could hear you yawning. Am I boring you? It's my daughter sitting over there. If you don't cut those ends off, okay, that hair is just going to split up the hair shaft. We had a client one time who I sent her a quote email and gave her quote, and I explained exactly what we need to do to get a successful GInaCurl. I don't know what that was. Okay. So I told her everything that we needed to do. She had about maybe 2.5 inches of just horrible damaged ends. Horrible. Heat damage. I don't remember what it was. Well, anyways, so I talked to her just like I did with Nia, and actually it was Nia's friend. I talked to her and I explained everything I was going to do again when she came to the salon. She really didn't want me to cut off those ends. And I told her that I can't do the GInaCurl on her hair. I just didn't want you. I don't want her walking out of my salon because I knew it was going to happen. She's going to get breakage. And what happens, guys, is that a client will call and say, I'm getting breakage. I see long hairs. I have short pieces breaking off. And then I'll say, well, remember, you didn't allow me to cut those ends off. And they'll say, yes, but it's not coming from the ends. It's coming from my scalp. And I'll say, no, because when you're combing your hair and you're going through it nice and easy, and then you get to the ends where it's really rough and the cuticle layer is like going crazy and the hairs are all stuck and sticking together, it's pulling and your hair is wet. And the hair is fragile when it's wet, and it's stretching, and it's going to pull and break. So I will not do a GInaCurl unless your ends are healthy. Okay. Well, let me go back to this client. I ended up cutting her hair. She wasn't happy. Wasn't happy with me at all. She sent me a horrible letter. This girl hated me, I swear. It broke my heart because I know. I've gotten perms before where my hair just broke out and broke off. And, we've colored my hair and it was bright red at the roots. I know how it is to have hair drama. Believe me. I've been coloring my hair since I was 14. But she was really, really, really upset with me. And I felt really bad. And I wrote to her and told her how sorry I was. But believe me, you're going to love your GInaCurl. Just give it time, give it time, give it time. Well, 6 months later, the door opens up. And the client walks in and I'm like, hey, how are you? Blah, blah, blah. My staff is like, is this your first retouch? We just made believe we didn't even know this girl. We didn't bring it up. We didn't talk about it, nothing. So when she sat in my chair, she says to me, do you remember me? And I says, yes, of course I remember you. You love your hair? And she goes, I love my hair. And I said, I know you would. Huh? I know you were going to say that. And so guys, please, you got to cut off that dead hair. You got to let it go because that's why your hair is going to grow and it's going to grow healthy. Remember back in the day, and these are all for my friends that used to get the traditional curly perms back in the 70s and 80s. And people would walk and you'd look at the back of their hair and they had all these beautiful curls. And then the ends were just like ragged and just oh, horrible. And they were just holding on to it because their boyfriends love long hair. Yeah, but it's not long and luscious. It's not long and beautiful and healthy. So why would you want to hold on to it? I call it old hair. Get rid of it. But, anyways, once you get the GInaCurl, you're going to see how fast your hair grows. And now clients come back and they're like, Gina, I need a trim. Gina, do you see any ends that need to be trimmed off? Cut my hair, Gina. Because I've gained their trust. So stylists out there, be true to yourself. If you feel like the client isn't ready for a GInaCurl, do not do it. Okay? Just give them a hair plan. Tell them when you think that they are ready to come back. Okay? And then do another consultation. But I rather refuse a client and make her happy in the long run. Okay? And sometimes clients get very upset with me when I refuse them, and they're like, "Ba." And I'm so sorry. I want you to be happy with your services here at Hair's Talent. And if we do your hair, you're going to get breakage. And also, guys, we stylists out there, I've never been a colorist, and I know that, a lot of salons now, they lost a lot of business, with what's going on with, COVID, and, and they're doing anything and everything to bring business into their salon. It's the same thing with color. If the client's hair can't handle bleach, don't do it. Just refuse that client. Believe me, when you're honest with the client, you're going to get 3 more. That's just the way it works. So, stay true to yourself, and you're only going to put yourself in give yourself more aggravation down the line. I remember back in the day, I would do a client and I knew she was going to call me. I knew there was going to be a problem, but this client begged me to do whatever it was. And so I was like, oh. But while I was doing her hair, I knew I shouldn't be doing her hair, Oh my God, I could tell stories. I've been in this business for a very long time, and I've had so many stylists work for me. So, I have one stylist where she used to do weave. She used to gel the hair, with that black gel, and she would, gel the hair in a wrap and then weave the hair to the gelled hair. And I would say to her, what's going to happen? And she'd say to me, I know, but they want it and I need the money. So I'm going to do it. I'm not like that. I really have never been that way. I refuse to do, all the techniques that came out where I knew that the clients were going to have hair damage and they were going to lose their hair or breakage. I just refuse to do these techniques like the Brazilian, the keratin treatments. So let's see. Anybody else? We're going to save this live. Oh, yep. So, yeah, so that's a good question. As the hair grows, the curls will stretch. And normally we always go back in with a tighter rod. We would prefer if clients came in and said, oh, let's do a blue rod. The smaller, the tighter the rod. I love it. The hair looks more healthier, more natural. But most clients want to retain that length. So they want that hair hanging. But every time the client comes back, they always go tighter. So stylists, if you're going to be taking my course, you're going to get all the literature, all the information. We do a GInaCurl contracts when the client comes in. So she fills out all her information. We ask, pregnancy, medication, surgery, recreational drugs, believe me, also make a difference in your hair. So we ask all these questions. We also have a waiver. If they don't allow us to cut their hair, they're going to sign a waiver. Don't call me. Don't call me and tell me you're having problems, because you're not going by my instructions. Okay. I hate to do that, but I have to. I want a successful GInaCurl and straight variation. I want my clients happy. What else? There's another waiver for model release form. So if you're in my salon and we take pictures, you're going to sign that model release form, allowing us to use your pictures in social media. And all of that you're going to get. Okay, when you purchase my course. And like I said, if you're having any issues, the community is amazing. We all are in there in the community sharing our knowledge with one another. Let's see. What's this? Oh my God, I wish. Yeah, the black gel, it was pretty awful. So back in the day, they used to do finger waves and they used to do scrunches and they used to do that gel wrap. Now think about this. The black gel was protein, okay? Protein hardens in the hair, okay? Now stay with me. So when they used to do the finger waves or the scrunches or the hair wraps with the black gel, and you're sleeping and nice and cozy with your blanket and you're sweating and your scalp is getting hot and the hair at the scalp is getting wet. So it's loosening and it's getting wet. But now it's attached to that hard gel. So when you sleep, the hair at the scalp is moving. And what do you think is going to happen? The hair is going to break. Yes. And that's what happened back in those days. But then who knew weave was going to come out? But so I refused to do those services back in the day. Yeah, that black gel was something else. Since we have to wash our hair twice a week, are there any protective styles that are safe to get, like braids or roller sets? And it says see more, but I can't open it up. So protective styles,
And I can't see the hair for only a week.
Protective styles. So, I tell clients that braiding and weaving, I can't tell you to do that and your hair is not going to break because I don't know who's doing it. I don't know how experienced they are. So I don't like to say that they're protective styles. I know that it's all over the internet, YouTube and everything, that braiding is a protective style. Well, it really depends on who's doing that braiding because I've seen tons of damage from braiding. I've seen tons of damage from weaving. Remember when we used to braid the hair going back and we used to put the elastic here and then curl up the back? And I've seen scars on people's clients' scalps from that. So I don't like to say that braiding and weaving is a protective style. Also, with the GInaCurl, we recommend that you shampoo your hair twice a week because we need to comb through our hair. Our hair needs water. Water is the best moisture you can get. So combing through your hair twice a week is going to allow you to get those 50 and 100 strands of hair that normally shed off the scalp every day. You want to get them off, okay, so that they don't, mingle in with the healthy hair, causing more shedding. And with braiding, of course, it costs a lot of money to braid the hair. You want to keep it in as long as you can. Also, I don't recommend you braiding your hair and put extension pieces in the braids, and have this long, heavy hair hanging from your scalp. I don't call that a protective style. I'm sure there's tons of you out there who disagree with me, but that's my opinion. So anyways, a lot of clients, what they'll do though is when they stretch out their hair, they'll do braids. They'll do twist out, braid out. So I do recommend twist outs and braid outs. Maybe at your 5th or 6th or 7th, not your 5th month, but your 6th or 7th month if you want to stretch your GInaCurl out. But I don't recommend braiding and adding extensions to those braids and keeping your hair in braids for, 2-3 months. Why get a GInaCurl, right? Why get a GInaCurl? Remember also with the GInaCurl, we don't recommend direct heat, but you did mention roller setting. So you could go under the dryer. You could do a twist out, you could do a braid out, you could do roller setting, you can do finger waves. I mean, how cool is that? Not with the gel, but you can use the long clips and kind of, just mold your hair into finger waves and go under a hair dryer. But there's tons of things you could do. You can wrap your hair as well. And, and then have your hair a straight look if you want. Wear a headband and have the hair straight with a wrap. So under the dryer is fine. Another thing that we found that we love, so stylist, if there's any of you guys out there that are going to be purchasing the course, or if any of my stylists that took my first courses out there, oh geez, I lost my train of thought. I hate when that happens. Oh God, I was just going to say something really good. I don't know. It'll come to me. Since we have to wash our hair, okay, that was the same question. So yes, my aftercare products are available on our website, www.hairstalent.com. So you can go over to our website and purchase our products. We have a GInaCurl kit, or you could buy each product individually. We have a straight variation kit that we offer as well, or you could buy the products individually. You could also give us a call and place your order when you book your deposit. When you book your appointment, you can give your $250 deposit while you're booking your appointment on the phone, or you could purchase a deposit online. And remember, guys, stylists out there, we do take a $250 deposit. Remember, it's 6 to 8 hours worth of time. If the client doesn't come in at the last minute, you lost a day's worth of work, okay? We as stylists, we don't get personal days, vacation days, sick days, holiday pay. We're not a big franchise. Most, franchises maybe will give that to you, but an average hair salon, you're not getting paid on those days. So if a client doesn't show up, you're not getting paid, because most stylists are on commission or they own their salon. Excuse me. So our $250 deposit will be refunded back to our clients as long as they cancel before the 7 days of their appointment. Okay, so they have up to a week to cancel, but if they cancel during those 7 days, the deposit is not refundable. Okay, so and we really kind of stick to our guns about that, because there's been times where I had a full staff and we're waiting for clients and there's no shows. So I even believe, stylists, that you should do deposits too, with high lift highlights and anything that's going to take you more than 2 hours. I think all stylists should take a deposit, and I think clients understand that, and it just shows you're a little more professional. You're doing it right. Do online consultations like we do at Here's Talent. This way, especially perming. So there's a lot of salons, traditional curly perms. Curly perms are coming back. They're back in style. People want volume. People want curly hair. So let's do it different this time around, okay? And I'm talking about Caucasian salons. Let's do it different. So do online consultations. Don't book a client and then she comes in and she has tons of highlights or tons of color, and she has virgin roots. I mean, there's no way to do a curly perm on someone like that. So why waste your time? Do an online consultation, get those pictures in, get a 5-year chemical history. So this way you know what you're up against when the client walks in. Remember, when you're perming, you cannot isolate those ends like a GInaCurl or a straight variation. When you perm, do a curly perm, you're wrapping the hair around the perm rod, you're putting the chemical on. So now say you have a client that comes in with virgin roots, and then she's got color, and then her ends have color and highlight. Now, what formula are you going to use? Are you going to use a virgin formula? Are you use a color formula? Are you going to use a bleach formula? So you would probably use a bleach formula because you'd want to protect those ends. But guess what happens? The roots won't take a nice firm curl. So I wouldn't do it. I just don't do it on highlights. You get that online consultation, then you can judge and you can make your decision. You could also judge on the price, so the client is not surprised when she comes in. Well, you told me, your perms are $40, and now, you're adding on because you're telling me I need a conditioning treatment, and you're telling me I need a protein treatment. Well, you do if you want it successful, but you can't do add-on pricing when the client walks in after you told her on the phone that it was only going to cost $40. Well, now you're not going to charge $40 for a perm. I think a traditional perm now is like $250, $300 for a traditional, perm on my texture. Shampoo and conditioner. So yay, we have the GInaCurl replenishing shampoo and conditioner, and my clients are loving it. Not only GInaCurl and straight variation clients, but my color clients as well. I mean, you know, I don't do highlights, but I do have color clients that come in. And a lot of my friends purchase it just to support me and, you know, and to let me know how it is with their hair. For my sister's hair, she has straight hair. She needs more volume for her hair, so she loves the shampoo, but the conditioner was a little too heavy for her hair. So I told her how to use it. Don't use a lot, a little tiny bit. Work it in your hands. The heat of your hands is going to expand the conditioner, and just place it on mid shaft down to ends. You never want to put conditioner right on the scalp. So, I mean, unless your hair is, natural tight coiled. When combing through the GInaCurl and the new growth, do you comb from roots to ends, or start at the ends? So, good question. The way I teach my clients is to comb from roots to the line of demarcation, hold the hair, because you're going to be able to comb through it, hold the hair here, and then comb from the ends and work your way up, or comb down nice and easy. We also, I just don't get it, but we've had clients that came in, and for the retouch, even though we give them that aftercare, so stylists, you have to really explain the aftercare and give them a sheet and remind them that it's on your website or my website, whatever you want to do. But we've had clients that come in and their hair is dreaded. And the reason why their hair is dreaded from the roots to the line of demarcation is because they're used to having weave. And I guess when you have weave and you don't keep up with it and it's growing out, you tend to comb from the start of the weave to the ends. And then you comb your roots. But right there, you don't comb the line of demarcation where the weave starts. Well, anyways, with the GInaCurl, you have to comb from the roots right down to the ends. So the way we do it at Here is Talent, again, we comb from when the client comes in for a retouch, we comb from the scalp and work our way up. We get to the line of demarcation, we hold that here, and then we comb the rest. You're going to learn all of that in my course, by the way. So even as far as sectioning, one of our stylists showed us a picture of her sectioning, and she put the clips, so she sectioned the hair and she put the clips on top of the hair. So now you're going to apply your chemical from your nape up, and now you have all this hair hanging. So, we go in the community and we teach them to lift the hair up and clip it here so it's out of your way. Certain things that I just assume people know, they don't. And actually, it kind of makes me feel good because I know that they're learning from me. There's so much education in our course that you're going to get. So no, color is not a problem. So this is what we say at Here is Talent. We recommend 20 volume developer and no more than that. So no high lift color, okay? 30 volume, no highlights. When you have highlighted hair, there's no way to separate the hair strands. So when you come and you get a GInaCurl, years ago in the big thick highlighted pieces, we were able to foil them out. But now most people get very fine highlights. And there's no way to foil that hair out and separate it. So we're going to make sure and be careful not to overprocess the bleached hair. And what we end up doing, what ends up happening is the hair that it's not processed won't take a firm curl like the bleached hair does, okay? Color, you can color your hair with the GInaCurl up to 20 volume. When you color your hair, you only color your roots, okay? And you're only going to color your roots with 20 volume. And the ends of the hair, you're going to do if you do the color at home, you're going to do 20 volume at the root, and the ends, you're going to add some shampoo or some water to that color. So this way it kind of tones down the volume of the peroxide, and it's more of like a rinse on the ends. Okay, so it's like a color wash, a color bath, and that will just brighten up your color. But you never want to put color all over every time you do your color. Never. You're going to have over-processed hair color. Your hair is not, it's going to get damaged. Okay, 20 volume on top of 20 volume on top of 20 volume is a no-go. And then you want to come and get a GInaCurl. No. So those clients, when I see that the hair is over-processed with color, I'll refuse to do their GInaCurl. So our recommendation is always to use a semi-permanent color to be on the safe side. If you want to go lighter, there's color waxes out there. There's clip-in hair pieces that you could put in your hair. You can go back to your wig, right? And go out one night with a blonde wig. But we really don't want you guys doing high lift colors or highlights. Okay. Can you use henna? Yes, you can do henna. Again, henna is the same thing. You don't want to over process your hair with henna. Henna is protein. So too much henna, you're going to damage your hair. I mean, I've seen horrible results with henna. So, and also every 3 months, not every 6 weeks for henna. Okay. Even though the package says every 6 weeks, I recommend every 3 months. So henna is fine. Just, clients, when you're out there, you just have to be honest with your stylist, okay? Give them a 5-year chemical history. Even if you're not getting a GInaCurl straight variation, you're not coming to my salon and you're not going to a certified GInaCurl stylist. Even if you're just going to your salon to get your hair colored, make sure you let them know what's underneath. Remember, if you bleach your hair and you do highlights and then you decide you don't like them and then you color it over with dark color, you still have bleach in your hair. I have clients that will come to me and say, well, it was a long time ago. And I'll say, well, how long ago? And they'll say, well, I think it was like 3 months ago. And their hair is like down the middle of their back. Well, it's still in your hair. It's permanent. Remember, color is permanent. If it's permanent color, 20 volume peroxide, it's permanent. Do you need to get protein treatments? With the straight variation, I do recommend protein treatments once a month. With the GInaCurl, no. We don't recommend protein treatments with the GInaCurl because, again, I don't know who's doing your protein treatment. I don't know if you're doing it at home, how you're rinsing it out, but too much protein can damage your curl. Also, too much protein can break your hair. So you have to be very careful with protein. Remember, the keratin treatment is a protein. And a lot of clients that go back for retouches and back for retouches, and they apply it all the way through the ends over the hair that's been processed. That's why a lot of clients, a lot of their hair broke off with the keratin and Brazilian. With a full head of natural, is there over processing with a full head of natural if balding occurs in your head after getting a GInaCurl? Is there over processing? So no, none of my clients. Okay, stylist, here we go. So you're going to learn this in the course. The GInaCurl cannot be put on the scalp. Only at the very last minute do we work it into the scalp because, like I said, it takes an hour to an hour and a half to process. So at the very end, before we bring you to the sink, we will pat that curl reformer right on the scalp, but it's only on there for a few seconds. So it can't touch the scalp. If it touches the scalp, if you apply this right on the scalp, yes, it can cause the hair to break off. Yes. And it could happen a month later because it won't happen the day of your service. It's going to happen a month after your client leaves the salon. And for that reason is because the coiled hair is going to come through the scalp and it's going to hit the GInaCurl and you're going to get a bend. And that's where that's just like with the relaxer. When we used to put the relaxer right on the scalp. Well, I never did, but I've seen stylists do that. Get my edges, get them, get them really straight, get them really flat. And then what ends up happening is when that coiled hair comes through, it meets that straight hair and you're going to get a bend and it's going to break. If it doesn't break right then and there, as your hair grows, the bend is still going to be there. It's going to be a permanent bend in the hair. So manipulating the hair with brushes and combs and this and that heat is going to eventually break. So we don't apply the chemical right onto the scalp. And another cause of breakage is not rinsing out the curl reformer completely. Our rinses, when I tell you rinse, 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 rinse. When I get new stylists in, they hear me say it constantly. Rinse, rinse, rinse. Make sure you get under the scalp. Make sure you're rinsing that chemical off the hair. You never want to leave any chemical in the hair, whether it's the curl reformer or the neutralizer or the shampoo or the conditioner. The only thing that you leave in your hair is a leave-in conditioner, your curl creams after the GInaCurl, and that's it. Protein treatment, never ever sleep with the protein treatment in your hair. Never. Okay. Also, stylists out there, there are some curly perms out there where they air neutralize. So you perm the hair and you process the hair on the perm rods, and you take the perm rods off, rinse it out, blah, blah, blah. And then the client leaves with their hair curly, and the air neutralizes that curl. So it oxidizes a curl. That's why you can't shampoo the hair for 3 days after your GInaCurl. You have to wait 3 days, but you have to shampoo it on the third day because you have to stop that oxidation. But what I was saying is that so what I wanted to say is you can't just stop the GInaCurl. Like start it tonight, do a little bit, and then the next day finish it off. Okay, that's not a good idea. You want to make sure that you complete the GInaCurl at the same time, because what's going to happen is the client's going to go home, or if you do it on yourself or whatever, you're going to wait, and the hair is going to air neutralize. And if you're sleeping on it and you're flattening it, it's not going to take a curl. Again, remember, stylists, that purchasing every one of my GInaCurl products is very, very, very important. You have to use each and every one to have a successful GInaCurl. Clients, you'll see the GInaCurl, bags around the salon. Just know that it's very important that you cannot mix other formulas with the GInaCurl. Okay. Okay, I think I was applied to my scalp because I have a spot in the back of my head that's gotten bigger since I had it. Oh, I am so sorry about that. Whew. So, yeah, if you have a little spot, it could be that area wasn't rinsed off properly, or it was applied to the scalp. It can also be alopecia, so make sure you have somebody check it, because if it's a completely bald spot and it's shiny and it's bald, that's alopecia. You won't get that with the GInaCurl. Yeah, sorry to hear about that. I can't open it up to see more, but again, please, if you got it at my salon, please call us, so that we can discuss. Well, even if you got the GInaCurl at any salon, any of my certified stylists, don't put their name on here, no. But give us a call, and we'll talk to you about that and help you out with that, okay? Drink your water. My daughter's telling me to drink my water. Okay. Why do I sound dry? Oh, how long have I been on, Gianna? I don't want to bore you guys. So again, let's go back. I'm just going to mention a few things about the course. Let me go back to my notes so that I can make sure that I tell you everything. Okay. So again, guys, I have clients coming in from all over the world. They're coming to my East Haven salon here in Connecticut. And a lot of them can't travel to me. So this is why I'm sharing my knowledge with you. I want you to be a successful certified GInaCurl stylist. Yes. I want you to build your business and your clientele. Yes. I want you to make money. Yes. I want you to be known. Yes. I care about you, stylist, but I care mostly about my clients and the clients that want the GInaCurl and can't come to Connecticut for it. And I can't travel everywhere. I mean, how I wish I could. Oh man, I wish I was 20 years old again. But my daughter in Tunisia, they have been traveling. So in July, we're going to be going to San Diego. We have to do Lauren Lott's hair over for her retouch. And we're going to take some clients in San Diego in July. So we're going to be there for a week. Hopefully in the future, we'll be able to maybe go to Trinidad or Jamaica, or I just came back from Mexico and I spent 2 days doing here in Mexico, and so we're going back soon to do a few more people there, but it's really hard to do some traveling. My mom lives here with me. She's 93 and I wouldn't have it any other way. I am running a business and my husband in the house and the grandchildren, life, but we're hoping that in the future, Gina will start traveling to, get some of those clients. And also, if there's stylists out there that take my course and have some clients and they want to do hands-on, maybe we could arrange that. But that's down the road. We really can't do it now with COVID and everything. So we'll talk about that later. But remember, for the early birds who purchase a course, and that's between March 22nd and early birds, March 15th and the 21st, which is this week. We just started launching yesterday. You're going to receive enough GInaCurl products to do 6 to 8 GInaCurls or straight variations. So, oh my God, that'll be amazing. And then also that you're going to get 25% off on your first order, your first product order. You're going to be able to come into my salon and shadow myself and my team. I'm trying not to look at my notes. You are going to, okay, I'm going to look at my notes. We're going to have the community that you're going to be a part of, and we're not charging extra for that community. So once you take our course, you're going to be able to come in and be a part of our community. Okay. And then also remember, clients out there, recommend stylists to us. You can receive $100 for every referral. Every stylist that purchases a course in full, completes the course, you will receive $100. We've had some clients that receive $200 to $300 because they referred stylists to us. So any more questions? Let me see. Oh, wait a minute. I went up and I'm reading the same questions again. I'm not sure if Gina is answering questions. Not at your salon. Yeah. Well, it's really tedious work, guys. It takes a lot of practice, and that's why my course is 6 weeks long, and that's why there's 40 videos that you're going to be getting. And again, it's tedious work. It's hard work. It's not just your average curly perm. So please give the GInaCurl another try. And I'm so sorry about that. But, give me a call. I'll be in the salon tomorrow. Email us. It's better if you email, and then I can give you directions on what to do. Okay? So again, GInaCurl, curly hair. Straight variation, straight and swollen looking hair. The GInaCurl, you could do twist out, braid outs, roller sets, wraps. No direct heat. Straight variation, you could do twist outs, braid outs, wraps, roller sets, and direct heat. And with the straight variation, we recommend a protein treatment once a month. And with the GInaCurl, we recommend our GInaCurl replenishing treatment. And with that is a pure moisturizing treatment, and you're going to do that every 2 weeks. Okay, guys, I think I covered everything. And if you missed any of this video, please go to our Facebook page, Here's Talent, and this way you could watch. I'll leave it up there and you can watch it. And Gina, if you can come here, please, because I want to make sure that I don't delete this video and that we save it, and I don't know how to do that. So let's answer that question because I'm waiting for Gina. Thoughts on oils along with leave-in and curl creams. So I've been watching TT, well, everybody watches TT Lavish, right? And she uses oils. And years ago, I used to say, no oils, no grease, no grease. But years ago, women didn't wash their hair twice a week. Now with the GInaCurl, you're washing your hair twice a week. So you're not building up products or building up oil in the hair. I mean, the way I look at oil is a lot of people say, it will, oh God, no. Oil will, somebody help me, retain moisture. Yeah, but it's also stopping moisture from getting in. And remember, water and oil do not mix. Okay? So as long as you're shampooing your hair twice a week, and during that shampoo, you're washing it twice. The first shampoo is lifting and loosening. The second shampoo is cleansing and rinsing. So it's so important to wash your hair twice. And that's for everybody. Okay, not only for my GInaCurl clients and my straight variation clients. I have clients that come to me and they'll say they washed their hair 2 days ago and then I'll say, do you wash it twice? No, I didn't know I had to. I almost wish I had time so I can go into schools and teach kids how to shampoo and condition their hair properly, because a lot of people really don't know how. Hold on, I'm going to yell, Gianna! I just don't want to lose this video. No, thanks, G. Lock the moisture. Yeah, but let's come on over here and help me end this video, and I don't want to lose it, so I want to make sure that we save it. Okay, thumbs up, loves to everybody. Hey guys, I sacrificed a lot of time, but I loved every minute of it. There were like maybe 2 times I wanted to launch this GInaCurl, and distractions got in my way. And if you guys have a goal set and you have a passion, go for it. And there's always going to be distractions. And if there are, and when they come, just smile and say, in God's timing. And believe me, your goals and your dreams will come true. Yeah. Okay, guys, so Gianna's coming, and we're going to shut down this live, and thank you so much for being a part of this. I really appreciate your support, and we're gonna figure out how we're gonna save this video. Okay, see you later. Take care and have a great week.